Soul Family. Alrighty, so we had a lot of memories in my memory feed coming up this morning, and they all seem to be focused on the Faerytale Oracle. And then they mentioned the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and then I still have a thing about this new one. So I'm going to do a reading, one card from this, one card from this, and one card from the Shadows and Light. And let's light our angel energy candle. I like this angel energy candle. I'm wearing my my Minnie Mouse sweatshirt. Makes me think, it's funny because I just grabbed it. You know, I wanted something that was long sleeve but not too heavy because I was wearing a really heavy snuggly fleece last night because the weather's getting cold, which I like. Cold for California. It gets cold here at night. You know, we're in the high desert. So, but it was too hot. You know, even though it's kind of cloudy today, it's too hot for that. So I just grabbed a lighter one in my closet and I threw it on and I looked down and I'm wearing Minnie Mouse. My grandma, and I was just talking about her. Sync. Okay. So, wow. All right. Let's see. Faerytale. So the first one, I guess, is Oracle of Shadows and Light, because that's the one up front. Wow. I just got a flash of the acorn, man. My dreams were a trip last night. I don't know about you guys, but wow. I was like, who the hell am I watching? Because it's me, right? But I'm watching the stuff that's going on, and it's not me. I didn't do those things. So I'm clearly watching through someone else's eyes, but it's like I'm watching somebody tell me that they're dreaming about my twin, and I say, yeah, well, he's not dreaming about you. And they say, oh, I was dreaming about having sex with her. And I'm like, what? Okay, wait a minute. So it's not me, right? It's not me, because I didn't have that conversation with anybody. And I'm just like, okay, so I was annoyed, and I went back to sleep. Oops. That's how annoyed I was. So I went back to sleep, and then I'm like completely somewhere else, and it's definitely not me, and I'm watching all of this stuff go down, but what's interesting about dreams is your subconscious mind tries to fit you into it because you're watching it, right? So normally it would be your dreams, but since I have, since I remote view in my dream time and I travel, my mind is trying to fit me into the situation that it doesn't belong, and somebody is working very far away. It's almost like, you know, those guys that go to Alaska to go fishing, right? And like I said yesterday, how my landlord in Sedona, I was trying to get a hold of him, but how his wife lives in Canada, and they have a house in Sedona, and she comes down there, but she spends most of her time in Canada when he goes off on these treks, and he takes these people out into the outback. And in my dream, that's what the person I was in love with was doing, and I was like, damn, don't quit that fucking job, man. I don't want to be with somebody who's gone all the time, but I suppose, you know, it's like people in the military. You know, they're married to somebody that goes away, and that, I don't want that. That makes me very sad, but if that's the only choice that you had, of course you would spend the time with the one that you loved, right? You would do what you had to do, but damn, that's not what I was hoping for. So anyway, I was watching, you know, somebody was heading off, and they were saying, yeah, but they make really good money. And I'm like, yeah, well, money is not worth your relationship, you know? People don't last forever. People die. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. You want to be spending all that time away from the people that you love because you're making good money? I want to spend the time with the person that I love, period. I don't care about the money. So there. Okay. Oh, how funny. Okay, it's not funny. This is literally a message from the universe, okay? About what I was just saying. You're working too hard. And she's me, and she's saying, you know what? Screw this. I don't mind telling you. Spirit's been telling you again and again. You are working too hard. I did what Spirit asked me to do yesterday. I told you guys, when they tell me to do something, I listen. So they told me I was working too hard, and I shut my computer off, and I went and did my errands that I needed to do. I went grocery shopping. I went and washed my 2 cars. I took my time, you know, washed the Mermaid and washed the silver car, and I vacuumed. The silver car was just filthy on the inside, and I vacuumed it all out, cleaned it all out. Then I opened the door of the Mermaid that I haven't been in for such a long time, and I looked inside, and I thought, God, she looks like brand new inside. She's me. Inside, I'm brand new. On the outside, I need a little work, you know? But anyway, I did it, and I took my time. I was listening to the radio, and I washed the cars, and I was outside, and, you know, you do a lot of mental mental sorting out when you're doing work like that, which is like mindless work. It wasn't this kind of work. It wasn't the gears grinding, you know, everything working too hard, thinking. It was relaxing. It was kind of like, you know, stop your work for a while and, you know, maybe rearrange your bedroom or dust or whatever. I mean, I can't completely stop. I'm an Aries. You know, look at the colors. This is a sacral chakra, right? And your solar plexus. I'm worthy. I can create. All of these are together. Yes, we understand that you're creating. Look at all the gears going around, but you are worthy for a fucking break. Look at the heart chakra here. Just a little bit is devoted to the heart chakra. Just a little bit. Just a little buttons and a little bit here. So it's like that person in my dream. You know, yeah, but they make a lot of money. Yeah, but you don't get to be with the one you love. Look how much time the one you love gets to have. And she's pissed off. She's like, stop fucking working. Right? I'm more important. Yes, I understand that your job. I said this to my twin. He said this to me. We had this discussion. He says, you know, I said, don't you miss me when you're gone? And he said, of course I do. Can't you feel it energetically? And I'm like, energetically? Yes, you're with me all the time, but that's not enough. And he says, well, my job takes me all around the world. And I said, that's great. And I understand that your job is important to you, but so am I. And he said, yes, that's true. But look how much time I was devoted. That's all I got. The work got the bulk of the time. So for whoever you are that Spirit's telling you, you're working too hard. And this person doesn't mind looking pissed off because you're not listening, right? She's here and reminding you. This is what you've turned your world into. Just a bunch of gears moving around. It's all about work. Your whole life is about work. So she's trying to get straight to the point, and she says, look, somebody needs to tell you because you're not listening. You're devoting all of your time to this, all of your energy, all of your passion, and what you love gets nothing. It's maybe what's happening is it's fading. It's crowding it out. It's slowly to the point where there's just little dots left. The love maybe have been great before, but you've put so much time and emphasis into your work that it's disappearing. All you can see is little dots now. And also your health is at risk by doing this, right? You need to fulfill the promises that you made to yourself, right? You haven't been able to keep them. You need to meditate. You need to eat properly. You need to gently exercise, not freaking kill yourself, right? Get rid of and change the unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising what it is that you love, that is killing what you love, that is drowning it, right? It's time to take a break from technical work or mechanical work or computers, cell phones. In my dream, I was trying to make a call, and I know it wasn't me, and I was saying, I know I've got the number here, I know I've got the number, couldn't find it, and phone wasn't working properly, and it's like, you know what, phones, clocks, watches, cell phones, computers work, whatever it is, they want you to float in a lake. Have you guys seen, if you're not on my personal page, I'll show it to you. I changed my banner picture. It's so bizarre because the videos that I posted today, I said, God, check out these. They were from the memory feed, from videos from before, readings from before. And I was wearing the exact same outfit. I was wearing that in those videos. And look at the picture that I posted. This is what Spirit wants you to do. See that guy? Yes, he's got an Outback hat, like my landlord that takes everybody out into the Outback, right? But he's freaking chilling. He's on a hammock and he's looking at that beauty. He's not out there fishing. He's not out there taking them into the Outback. He's relaxing. And that's what Spirit wants us to do. Stop the frickin' work. Stop pushing the things that are important to the side. This is about meditating in the forest like this guy. This is about going camping, right? This is about hiking, gardening even, and just like light work. Go wash your car if you feel like you have to, get up and do something. But this is about relaxing and detaching from frickin' deadlines. It's time to immerse yourself in nature. Nature. I want to go here. Stop the freaking work. Right? This is the angel of time, and she's telling you, no more. It's time to do this now. That's like not, that was my dream too, and that's what I'm saying. Now, stop. Money is not the be-all, end-all. All these people who work and work and work to build this empire, and unfortunately, he had a heart attack. He was sitting at his desk. Wow, he had built this amazing empire. His family never saw him. He didn't even know his kids. Wife, she had affairs on him because he was never there. I would never do that, but I wouldn't be with somebody who was never going to devote any time with me. That's a choice. Whoa. Flew that one out. She's pissed off. Check it out. Raw. Rare, raw, real. Now let's read this card before going forward. She's naked, she's vulnerable, she's open, she's exposed. She's saying, I am here. This is me. This is the real, raw, rare. I'm rare. I'm one of a kind. I'm a freaking warrior. And I'm standing in front of you raw, naked and real. And she's walking away because you know what? She's fading into the darkness. She's disappearing. She's got that warrior expression on. Yes, she's strong. Yes, she can take it. But even though she's standing there naked, raw, and real, she's fading away to nothing. And she's looking back, but she's moving forward. Right? Song right now, I've never been the best at letting go. No freaking kidding. I don't want to spend the night alone. I need you, but you're leaving. And you need to stay. This is what she's saying. You're leaving. You need to stay. I don't want to grow up alone. I don't want to be forever alone, right? You're leaving. So this goes along, and the song goes along with what the message was. And my dream, it's amazing how it all goes along. Now, in this message, you're coming out of the darkness as well. There's an aspect of you that's in the darkness, but there's something about you that wants to come out, and the real you wants to be shown. It's time to peel back and reveal the real you, the naked you, right? The vulnerable you. Because you've been hiding. See, in the darkness, she's been hiding in the darkness. She's been trying to protect herself. Maybe from feelings. Self-protection. So what? Feelings of shame, fear, anger, doubt, whatever the feelings are, you want to back off. She's looking, but she wants to go into the darkness. Yes, we have two different messages here. I'm reading all the different ways that this comes across. So this is about loving yourself and being patient with yourself as you become who you're meant to be. Right? Right now they're saying there's going to be revelations of a raw and real you that you didn't even know was there. You're very powerful. You're a freaking warrior. A lot of us don't give ourselves credit for who we truly are. And the inner light, look at the bright light shining from her face. She's bright in that darkness, right? You don't have to come out naked in front of everyone. This is about exposing yourself to the ones who matter to you or to yourself. This is self-expression. You don't have to be an exhibitionist. Somebody just asked me this yesterday. They said, how do you feel about nudist colonies or walking around in your house naked? I thought, that's weird. And I thought, well, I walk naked from the bed to the bathroom. That's about it. I don't put myself on exhibition. You know, I feel that's sacred for the one that I love. But I'm not going to judge anyone else who wants to do that. You know, I'm not into exhibitionism. So that's interesting that came up, because you don't have to put yourself on display. Right? And some people can do that. Some people are very comfortable doing that, and others are not. I'm not. I don't want to do that. Right? So maybe you're one of these special ones that needs to drop your defensiveness. Listen to the song. I've been walking along, looking down at all I see. Painted faces, the places I can't reach. I could use somebody that speaks like you, talks like you, moves like you. But see, this person has been keeping themselves in the darkness. They didn't think they could be. See, that song said, the painted faces of these places and people that I can't be. This person was wanting to be like someone else. They don't have to be like anyone else. They don't have to be like my job that I do. I talk to you guys, right? I'm on video. You know, you see me. My twin is very private. He doesn't like that. He's very, very private. He doesn't have to be like me. And the thing is, I'm not like this out in the real world. I only do this for my work, right? So you don't have to, if you're uncomfortable with this, you don't have to step out in front of the entire world. But you need to drop the defensiveness that you have. You're trying to put on this air of perfection so nobody can see truly who you are, right? You're fearing to be judged like this person. All the painted faces of the people that I can't be. I can't be like you. I can't be like them. No one's asking you to. Right? You just need to treat yourself with the love and respect that you deserve. And come out and at least see yourself. I wish I could turn this song up so I could hear the words. It's definitely talking about somebody who was feeling that they weren't worthy, like this one, hiding, protecting themselves, because they just didn't think they could be like everyone else. I don't think I can be what you want me to be. Nobody wants you to be anything other than who you are. The only ones that you have to get naked in front of is the one you love. No one else. And emotionally, no one else has to know anything about you. You won't be put on display. Just because this is my job, the person that I'm with, they don't have to be on display. No one has to see them if they're not comfortable with that, right? I do a lot of my readings like this where you don't see my face. I only do my weekly readings where you see my face. When I'm outside where I feel comfortable. I don't want to be exposed in the daytime. You know, I want to keep myself private. Sometimes I show you things, but that's my choice, right? This one is afraid of doing that. They need to be true to themselves and be less afraid of what makes them different and embrace their uniqueness. This person's amazing. The qualities that this person has and the light that they have and what they have to offer the world. But you know what? Maybe they offer the world something in a different way. It doesn't have to be out publicly doing something that I do. We all have a different way of helping. We all have a different way of interacting, right? I've got friends that are musicians. They play beautiful music. Their music is how they express themselves. My friend Troy in Wisconsin, he's very shy. He's an amazing artist, amazing guitarist, beautiful music, but he's very shy when it comes to performing. Doesn't like to go up in front of people. And why should he? He doesn't have to. He sits in a room and plays in restaurants in the back where people don't really look at him. He wears dark glasses. He doesn't want to be seen. That's okay. His work is what people hear, right? That's his path. My path is this. And my twin, I don't know. Whatever his path is, it's not to be seen, I guess. And that's okay. So they want you to try and heal yourself and tell yourself, I've got wings of freedom. One of the videos that I posted today, the weekly reading, was speaking about the seagull. And the seagull says, I want to be free. I like freedom. I want to be free from my partner and within my partner or with my partner, right? We all should feel to have that freedom. But a lot of times people are keeping themselves in a mental prison, locking themselves up because they think that they need to be something somebody wants them to be, when all we want you to be is yourself. You just need to be real, raw, and recognize the rarity that you are. Don't pretend. Allow yourselves, your quirks and your foibles and your little things to come out, you know? Like I said, laugh at yourself when you fall. It's okay, we all do. You don't have to look perfect. Right? What does your heart feel like? They want you to ask yourself. Does it have a color? What color is it? Mine's pink. I just heard that. Does it have a particular rhythm as it beats? Mine does. It's gangster boogie. Gangster boogie. I can totally hear it. I like funky music. I do. Play that funky music, white boy. That's me. I like that, right? So that's how my heart beats. What does it look like? Does it look like a regal lion? Right? Does it look like something floating in the universe? Does it look like a crystal shining? What does your heart look like? Mine looks like a crystal. I just got that. Mine looks like a crystal. And it sparkles. Right? Because I have effervescence. This feels like me, but I'm not hiding. You know? Tell yourself, I have the feet of an adventurer. I certainly do. What do your feet look like? Ooh, mine are webbed. I just got mine are webbed. So, oh, funny. So do you have hooves like the horse? Do you have paws like a lion or like a cat? What do your feet look like? Mine are webbed. So I clearly am a bird that flies in the water. I mean, I flies and I swim in the water because I'm a mermaid. Oh, that's why my feet are webbed. I'm a mermaid. Oh my God, that's so funny. I thought I was a bird. Maybe I'm a bird that, you know what? I'm probably a dragon, a mermaid dragon because I fly. Wow. Do you have ballerina feet? Are they booted? You know, do you have those combat boots? What do your feet look like? Are they gypsy feet? How interesting. Do you have the tail of a mermaid? I have webbed feet. So, I have the mermaid feet, obviously, but you know, before I even recognized that I had mermaid feet, I went to a bird. I felt like I was a bird that flew and went into the water. So to me, I'm a diving osprey. Right? But they don't have webbed feet. It couldn't be that. I must be a cormorant. A cormorant dives down deep into their emotional waters, and they've got webbed feet. They're able to dive down deep and get what they need and come back up. Nothing's going to keep them down, right? The cormorant, though, you got to be careful because people put a ring around their neck, and they work for others, and they're not able to give they're not able to keep what they work for. So that's kind of like me. Don't work so hard for everyone else, right? So I see myself as a cormorant and a mermaid. Interesting. So Spirit wants you to let your feet move freely, the way they want to. If you're a horse, you gallop. If you're a dancer, you dance. If you're a bird, they tuck back and you fly. If you're a cormorant, you swim and you fly. Woo! I said if I could do anything I would want to fly. Well, a cormorant can do both. They can swim, they can fly, and they can dive. Because I'm a mermaid with a dragon's wing. Yeah! Right? So your voice. I have the voice of my soul. I have the voice of soul. How about just that? Of soul. So what does your voice sound like? What does my voice sound like? How interesting. My voice sounds like a trumpet I just got. Okay. So do you have a roar of a lion? Is it a piercing bird call? Is it the whale? Is it a dolphin's laugh? The dolphin's laugh. I got that too. The dolphin's laughter. So I've got a trumpet and a dolphin's laughter. Interesting. So they're wanting you to express your voice. Express yourself. Use your voice in the way that it's meant to. So I sing. I love to sing. I sing all the time. And you know what? I go, woo! I scream. I make loud noises. That's the trumpet. Right? And then the dolphin was singing and laughing. So what does your true voice want to say? What does it want to express? So tell yourself out loud, I am a creature. I'm unique and I'm proud of everything that I am. Look at this one. She's a wild one. She's a warrior. She's rare. She's raw. She's real. Strangely beautiful, but is she beautiful? Look at her body. God, she's beautiful. She's got awesome boobs, man. She's got a beautiful body, right? You got to find something about yourself. You look in the mirror and you find something about yourself that you freaking love, right? You got to love your quirks too. Whatever's weird about you, whatever doesn't fit in. That's the part that makes you special. She's thinking she needs to hide herself, or he, because there's something strange about him. I'm not like everybody else, you know? I have feathers for hair. Do you guys notice that? She doesn't have hair. Her hair is feathers. And she's got war paint. She lives in Avatar. I want to live with her. I like that, right? Or him. I want to live with him. I want to live with that strange one that has feathers for hair instead, right? Okay, so you're not finished, the healing. Now you have to say, this is about boosting your determination and your message. And you're going to tell this to yourself. Raw, rare, and real. My true self I gracefully reveal. Or, rare, raw, and real. My true self I gracefully reveal. Let's say it again. I like it the other way. Raw, rare, and real. My true self I gracefully reveal. Say it again and again and again until your body believes it. Freaking love this. Why is this going blurry? Because you're Mr. Blurryface. And you care what people think. Do you know that song? I'm Mr. Blurryface. And I care what people think. When we were young, we used to fly rocket ships to the moon. We used to give each other different names, me and my brother. We would prefer tree forts to big houses. But then somebody said we needed to grow up and make money. And then they forgot who they were. They forgot, and now you became Mr. Blurryface. And you're disappearing. The beauty and the raw, real, organic you is disappearing into that corporate world where you're trying to fit in like everyone else and you're not meant to. This person is not fit in the corporate world. Maybe she puts cover up on her face and slicks her hair back and puts it in a ponytail and puts on a blue business suit and then pretends to be that person, but that's who she really is, or that's who he really is. I see my twin in a blue business suit because that's his profile picture, right? So that's why they show me him. Also because he's the businessman. His work takes him all around the world, right? But I know him, and he's a warrior, and he's different, and he's weird, and he's strange, and he's fucking fantastic, and he hides. What a shame. What a shame to hide that beauty. We don't know what we look like. We don't recognize what we look like. I know myself. I do that, and I got to tell myself that. Who cares that your legs aren't perfect right now? Who cares that your arms aren't super tight right now? Who cares that you've got wrinkles on your face right now, Sherri? Get outside. Go climb. Put on your leggings. Put on your cute little boots, your pink Doc Martens, and go climbing. And I did, right? I don't give a shit anymore. I got to do what I got to do because my life is passing me by. Your life is passing you by. Don't allow yourself to disappear into the shadows. Don't allow the ones that you love to feel like they have disappeared because they don't count anymore. Because all you can think about is your work. Yeah, but I'm trying to give them all the things that I didn't have when I was a kid. You know what? I don't want the things you had when you were a kid because when you were, you know, that you didn't have. Because I grew up in the forest and I didn't have shit. My mom lived on welfare. We had a beautiful life, I'm telling you. We had a beautiful life. I've worked hard and I've had a lot and I've had less. And I got to tell you that the more free I felt and the less I had, like right now, the freer I can go anywhere. I'm not tied down. I work for myself. I don't work for the job that makes all the money that I used to have, that I had to go to that shop and work for somebody else and do what they wanted me to do and listen to them and dress a certain way. And I wasn't allowed. I mean, I loved my boss, Stu. I really did. He was an awesome guy. But I wasn't allowed to speak about my spiritual work. He was a Christian and he felt that that was inappropriate. And it's interesting because my clients wanted me to talk about it. And it was who I was. And I had to leave that work. That's why Spirit said, you got to go. You can't do that work anymore because you need to be you. I talk like this to everyone, everywhere I go. I am raw, real, and organic. This is who I am. In the grocery store lineup, at the pet store, anywhere I go. If an animal comes up and it's amazing, I'll tell someone what that animal messenger is telling them. They have a message. That's my job. It's who I am. It's my path. It's my path, my soul's purpose. Not this, not working for someone else with a shirt buttoned up to my neck, with all the gears whining, I got to be there at a certain time. Everything's on time. I'm never on time. I go by the seat of my pants. I want to leave when I want to leave, and I want to start when I want to start. I haven't started working today on my website. And you know what's so cool about my website? I can start whenever I freaking want. Because this is important. This is more important. This is more important than this. Okay. Next message. And we got the Acorn's invitation was the first thing that popped up. I'm going to shuffle away, but he did show up. He did show up. The green man of the forest, the one that I'm in love with, the moth. The moth will draw to it, and you will and will go to its mate by the scent, by the energy that they emit. This green man, he's not wearing a business suit. He's got an acorn around his neck. He's got an acorn tattoo. This is the acorn man that I'm in love with. This is the energy that I want. That's who I'm calling into my life. Spirit gave me that when I was up in the forest doing what I needed to do, living my life the way I was meant to live it, right? That's who I want in my life. Okay. I don't want the corporate business suit. You know what? My twin, if you ever saw him in his business suit, he was gorgeous. The most beautiful man you've ever seen. And then when I saw him in his business suit, I almost passed out because that wasn't the person that I knew. That wasn't the man I fell in love with. The man I fell in love with was a hippie. He had long hair and jeans and a t-shirt, and he was having a garage sale with a bunch of junk that I don't think anybody even bought. It was just junk. He's like, what are you talking about? These tires are good. And I'm laughing at him. I don't think, nobody came. Nobody showed up at that garage sale. But that's what he looked like. And that's who I fell in love with. That one. Not the freaking business suit. Not the corporate world. I mean, I told him I was very proud of him. I'm so proud of you. I was shocked. He said I run 2 corporations, and I was like, wow. I was so proud of him, and he, you know, he worked so hard I never got to see him, ever. I wish he'd lose that job. I mean, I don't want to wish that on him, but I wish that he would lose it, as in let it go. You know what I mean? When somebody says, I'm going to lose that, I wish he would say, I lose that job. I don't want it. Because I don't get to do what I want to do. I work all the time. I don't get to be with the ones that I love. I don't get to do this. I don't get to chill like that because I got to go to work. And I got clients and I got this and I got to be there on time and everybody's expecting that of me. I don't get to hang out the way I want to. Oh, no thank you. Never again will I work for someone else. Ever. I only work for a company that allows me to do my own thing. Right? I set my own hours. I don't have to stay online and keep people online, drag it out when I don't have anything else to say to them when they've gotten their answer because my company says, you know, you need to keep them online to make as much money as possible. No. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is our last card? The most important message. I'm learning, right? I'm learning to alternate. Drop the cards down so that I don't have the same card at the bottom, so they truly get shuffled. One more. Okay. And it's upside down. I knew that it was. And I took it anyway. Okay. Scared to fly. We had this in upright the other day. And there she is on those bare branches. I dreamed of this. I dreamed of this. I was on those branches, and my twin was freaking out because he said I was too wild, and he was scared of what I was doing, and I said it's okay, and I said I can pull back. I pulled back on the branch, and I slingshot it across to him, across this big chasm. I said, just catch me. Just catch me. I remembered. It was awesome. It was the other night. It was the coolest thing, but he was a little bit more restrained. He was a lot more restrained, and he thought what I was doing was wild. So, in the reverse, okay, so the right moment, sensing out the right timing. So upright, you can see this one is waiting, right? The leaves have fallen off the trees. They're blowing in the air. It's definitely now, right? And she's waiting for the right moment to let go of that branch, right? She's waiting for the right moment. She's suspending activity, right? So, in the reverse message, here she's holding on and she's waiting. Here she's waiting for the right timing, allowing, I'm going to wait for the perfect wind to pick me up and take me off. You notice she's got the same wings as the acorn man that I showed you? Same wings. That's because that's his mate. So she's saying, okay, I'm going to wait for the right updraft, right? But if it's in reverse, they're wanting to rush the results, unsure of what they're doing is, whether it's good enough. Maybe not doing nothing is okay. Unsure about that. I want to get things going. I'm impatient. I'm unwilling to wait for the energy to be right, to move forward. Right? I'm unwilling to allow things to unravel. There's a lack of faith and belief in divine timing. Maybe you don't believe. You're standing there and you're waiting to see something and you don't see it. Right? You need to see the evidence. Evidence of how you have impacted the situation that you're in. Maybe you're not seeing that. Maybe you're thinking that you need to do something, because here she's not needing to do anything. She's waiting. But here she's thinking, I need to do something. I need to make something happen. Maybe I just need to just change something. I don't know what, though. Maybe she's forcing the issue before it's ready. Interesting. Is it too much to ask? It's all I'm asking. I wish I'd heard the beginning of that song. So this is somebody who thinks that they have to do something in order for what spirits promised them to unfold. I don't want to fight right now. Okay, so this one is this girl. You never pick up, you never call me, you're running out of time. I've done enough talking. It's now or never. I need to know your mind. It's got to be right now, right now. Let me know right now if you love me. It's now or never. There's a time frame. It's like I saw that in my dream. Somebody was leaving and they were trying to get everything together. They were so worried. They were dropping everything because the person that they were supposed to go with had already left, and they thought they were going to miss the boat, and they were panicking, and they were trying to get there. So here you're thinking you need to do something. Spirit's not going to handle it. You need to do something. There's something required of you for this to happen. But Spirit knows what's happening and everything's unfolding. And there isn't anything required of you except for you to live your life. I'm in a panic. I'm thinking about my cars. I need to sell it. But my landlord just gave me, he said to me, we'll figure it out, So it's like I'm not pushing you out the door. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is until I know what's clear in my mind, and it doesn't matter that I go back and forth. The reason I'm going back and forth is because I don't know. I don't know what's best. I don't know. So this is about waiting and doing that and allowing things to come clear. You need clarity. The wind needs to be favorable for you to take flight. You don't want to take flight on a little draft and then the wind drops and you smash down into these, because your wings are new. I'm going to ask for another message because I just am. That's interesting to me. You don't want to take off on an updraft. It's like me, but where am I going? I keep changing my mind. I'm looking at the mountains with the trees, and then I talk about Sedona. I want them both. Right? It's just like my car. I want them both. But I can't have both. So until you can get clear about where you're going, and maybe it's because I feel like Spirit's got something to do with it. Maybe I feel like it's not just me involved. I don't know. Clarity. 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 I can't do it that way because I looked, and I know when these cards are upright. I gotta close my eyes. Hold on. Correct neutrality on all levels. See, because even though I know, I look down and I'll see it. Okay, if I pick it up this way, it'll be upright. If I pick it up this way, it'll be upside down. You know what I mean? And so my mind doesn't want to see it upside down. I don't want to see it in the reverse. I want to see it upright. I want to see it the way I want to see it. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to trust Spirit that the message we get is the one that we're supposed to have. See? Now it's upside down. The unicorn and the maiden. Interesting. Okay. So we saw this white unicorn before, haven't we? This purity, this beautiful unicorn. And there's its maiden with it. Communication with the unicorn. Purification. Undercover action. What's interesting is the number 10. 10 is the gateway. And we spoke about that today. About that there's a gateway. And there's a certain time frame that Spirit has for us to walk through. We have been shown that. So communication. So if it's upright, you're communicating clearly. But she's looking the other way, and she looks upset. He looks sad. Right? The white is purity. There's love coming from this unicorn to this maiden. But she's hurt. She's upset. Her face is flushed. She's probably been crying. He looks like he's crying too. There's definitely sadness, but there's light coming through here. So undercover action. So there's misunderstandings. You song right now, every time you leave me, the quicker these tears cry. This is the one who says, even though you mean the most to me, and even though I mean the most to you, I'm not going to let you close. That's what's going on. There's a misunderstanding here. These guys are not communicating properly when it's in the reverse order. Here he's coming up and he's loving her. She's hurt and he's loving her. I'm bringing you love. The light's shining through. But here, it's dark, right? There's passion, but there's anger. Others upset. Look at the flames. Look at the fire. This is turmoil. So there's an issue here. You need to turn it around. Right now you're feeling alone. You're unsafe, right? I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall. I'm hanging by a thread, right? So you're believing at this time that you aren't capable of bringing about unification, bringing about a solution to whatever this problem is. You're feeling alone. You're feeling unsafe. You're not sure that what you're seeing is even correct. Your dreams that you get, your visions that you're getting, I don't even know if I can believe them because I don't see evidence. Remember the last message we got? That's what the girl was. That was why she was afraid to fly, because she didn't know if what she was seeing was the truth. Right? This person is afraid. This person loves this person, won't let them close. They don't believe that there's a way to figure things out. That's what this is going. Unsure. Confused maybe by the visions you get. Like me, my dreams today. I was like, what the hell am I watching? I was confused. But I do know that for myself, when I'm confused about my dreams and the things that I see, I wait. And Spirit clarifies them. They will clarify them usually within the day. They will clarify them. So, psychic communication between the two of you. Maybe this one. See, this is a psychic antenna. He's been reaching out. I love you. I'm reaching out. But she doesn't understand what he's saying. And she's hurt. She's holding on to him. She loves him too. Look at the passion. She's exposing herself to him. She loves him, but she's scared. And he's saying, don't you hear me? Don't you love me? Like my twin said to me. Don't you feel me energetically? Yes, but it's not enough. I need to see you. And she's not seeing him. She's looking over here. Maybe you don't believe that you're getting communication from the right source. Maybe you're not sure who's communicating with you. Maybe you feel like you're on the hunt. You're being hunted. Right? And you need to hide yourself to be safe. I've kind of felt that way because I know I'm being watched. I don't like it. Right? So are you feeling hunted and you need to hide? Are you getting headaches in your third eye? Because that's confusion in your third eye. Maybe that your information that you're getting from spirit comes out of order, like mine does. Mine comes 3 years out of order. I saw the ending before it started. I got this yesterday. I heard this yesterday. It was the beginning before the end. You get the ending before the beginning. Why? Right? They're telling you, maybe you know that there's a problem. You know there's miscommunication, but you're refusing to pick up your phone and text somebody. You're refusing to hit your keyboard. You're refusing to pick up a pen and write a letter that can help. You're eating and drinking things that are bad for your body. You know they are. They're contaminating you. Food poisoning, preservatives, heavy metals. This needs to be replaced by pure water. Look at the water pouring down here this way. You need to turn this upside down. The song right now, wake me up when it's all over. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't even know that I was lost. Misunderstandings and underestimating the ability to bring about a peaceful solution because you refuse to reach out. She's upset because she can't see you. She feels your love, but she can't see you. Look, she can't see you. Maybe you can see her clearer than she can see you. Maybe it's just not enough. She needs to see you and feel you. The person, I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only had 2 hands. I hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, but see, we can't. Not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. And yet the worker is working so hard, he's pushing away the very ones that he loves. And the one that's afraid to come out of the darkness to show themselves because they don't think they're good enough. And the one that's away, yes, you can see this one, you're watching this one, but she can't see you. It's not enough for her. You need to express your love. You need to speak. You don't believe that what Spirit's telling you is the truth. You're not trusting the visions that you've been given. You're not believing that Spirit will work things out for you. That one that was holding onto the branches upside down, they're not trusting that a favorable wind will carry them if they follow through with what Spirit's telling them to do. We've been shown there's a gateway, but they're not trusting. And because of that, we saw the angel of time, the love. The love is now so small because the work's taken over, because you've pushed relationships away and focused on your work because you're hiding yourself. You didn't want to come out of the closet. You wanted to hide. So you throw yourself into your work. And the love that's between you, this one that loves you so much, the love is getting smaller and smaller until it's disappearing because she doesn't get to see you. Or he, whoever this represents. You know what you're supposed to do. Stop working. Stop throwing all of your passion and energy into your work. Stop hiding. Recognize the beauty that you are. Trust that Spirit is going to help you fly. Trust that Spirit is going to take care of you. And come back to what you love, your passion, whatever it is that you're neglecting. Song right now. You told me I was nothing without you. This person believed that. After everything you've done, this person had to grow up and be strong and stand on their own. And they were going to walk away. They're going to do it. So they have to do it. Come out of the closet. Come out of the shadows. Stop hiding. Spirit can watch your back. You're not unsafe. Stop throwing yourself into your work to avoid what it is that your passion really truly is. What is your life path? What is the passion? What does this woman represent to you that you're ignoring? I see it, but I'm not engaging. Peace, love, and light.